Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're getting into how artificial intelligence is really starting to play a big part in managing our personal finances.
It certainly is.
We've gathered quite a bit of info, and the idea is to, cut through some of the noise and figure out what this AI stuff actually means for you, for your wallet.
It's a pretty complex picture, but yeah, definitely worth exploring. Maybe start with budgeting. That seems like a common entry point.
Good idea.
Yeah.
So how are AI tools changing budgeting?
Well, they're moving beyond just listing what you bought. These newer tools can analyze your spending habits quite deeply, actually.
How so? Like spotting patterns.
Exactly. They can almost meticulously track where money is going and flag, areas where you might be spending more than you realize, maybe even unintentionally.
Okay, so it's not just you spent X on coffee. It's more like, hey, your cafe spending is up 20% this month.
Precisely. Or noticing trends in certain categories.
Yeah.
And then they can be proactive about it.
Proactive how?
Sending alerts, perhaps, or even suggesting maybe cut back here to meet your savings goal. It's like a personalized nudge.
A little financial guardian angel? Or maybe devil, depending on the alert.
Something like that. A digital one, anyway.
Okay, makes sense for tracking. What about actually making money grow? Savings, investments. AI is involved there too, right?
Oh, absolutely. You see these automatic savings and investment apps now. They're quite clever.
How do they work? Do they just guess how much to save?
Not really guessing. They look at your income, your regular expenses, and figure out what seems like a realistic amount you could save. Then they automate it.
Automate the saving or the investing part?
Both. Often, they can move the money into savings or put it into investment portfolios designed around you.
You mean based on my goals, like retirement versus a house deposit?
Exactly that. And your risk tolerance, too. Are you comfortable with higher risk for potentially higher returns, or do you prefer something safer? The AI tailors the investments. Some even adjust automatically based on market shifts.
Wow. Okay, so does this mean the end is nigh for, human financial advisors? Are algorithms taking over?
Not completely, I don't think. Not yet, anyway. AI is fantastic with data, numbers, finding patterns, automating trades. But finance isn't just numbers. There's a huge human element. Trust, emotional support, especially when markets get rocky, and navigating really complex life stuff, inheritance, planning for kids, big career changes. AI isn't quite there.
So it's more like AI becomes a tool for the advisor.
That seems more likely, yes. Augmenting their abilities, handling the data crunching, freeing them up for the more human-centric advice and planning. It's probably a hybrid future.
Okay, that's reassuring for some, I guess. Let's shift gears slightly. Security. That's always a big concern with money. How's AI helping keep things safe? Fraud detection, maybe?
Yes, fraud detection is a massive area for AI in finance. It's incredibly powerful here.
Why is it just faster?
Speed is part of it, yeah. But it's also the scale and subtlety. AI algorithms can analyze millions of transactions, looking for tiny, almost invisible patterns that indicate fraud. Things a human analyst might easily miss or only spot much later.
Like what kind of patterns?
Oh, unusual transaction times, locations slightly off your normal path, spending amounts that don't quite fit your profile. It flags the suspicious activity in real time or close to it.
Which could stop a fraudulent transaction before it even goes through.
Potentially, yes, or at least flag it immediately for review. That can save you a lot of hassle and potentially, well, money.
Huge benefit.
Oops.
Okay, but are there downsides, risks to relying on these algorithms so much for our financial lives?
Absolutely, there are risks. We need to be aware of them. One big one is algorithmic bias.
How does that work?
Well, AI learns from data. If the historical data it's trained on reflects existing societal biases, maybe in lending, for example, the AI might accidentally learn and perpetuate those biases.
So it could discriminate without meaning to.
It's a real concern, yeah. Then there's data security itself. These systems handle incredibly sensitive financial data. Breaches are a major risk.
And what about us? Do we risk becoming, financially lazy if AI does everything?
That's the other piece. Financial literacy is still vital. You can't just hand over the reins completely and not understand what's happening with your own money. You still need to be engaged.
Right, got to keep your own eyes open.
Yeah.
How personal can this AI advice actually get, though? Can it really understand my specific messy life?
It's getting remarkably personalized. The more data it has on your habit spending, income patterns, stated goals, the more tailored the advice becomes. It learns over time.
So it could suggest things specific to me, not just generic advice.
Yes, like based on your spending, now might be a good time to look at that larger purchase you were planning. or crafting investment mixes that really align with where you are in life and what you're aiming for.
I heard it's even changing how credit scores work.
It is, yeah. AI-driven models can look at way more data points than the traditional FICO scores. Things like utility payments, maybe even rent history
Is
sometimes.
that good or bad?
It could be good for people with thin credit files, potentially giving a fuller picture. But it also raises questions about, what data is being used and how transparent those scoring models are. It's complex.
And taxes. Please tell me AI helps with taxes. That yearly headache.
Haha, yes, it's definitely making inroads there. Tax prep software is increasingly using AI,
How?
automating data entry from imported forms, scanning for potential deductions you might have missed, cross-referencing information to reduce errors. It streamlines the whole process.
Okay, that actually sounds pretty good. But again, all this data. Privacy laws must be scrambling to keep up.
They are crucial. Regulations like GDPR or similar consumer data protection laws are vital. They dictate how companies can collect, use, and protect your data, requiring consent and transparency. Building trust relies heavily on these safeguards.
Makes sense. So, looking crystal ball time. What's next? Say, the next 5 years. What big changes are coming?
I think we'll see even smarter predictive analytics AI anticipating your financial needs before you even realize them. Hyper-personalization will likely go deeper.
Like knowing I need a new car soon?
Maybe not that specifically yet, but getting closer to that level of understanding your financial trajectory. And more seamless integration, so AI tools talk to each other across your bank accounts, investments, budgeting apps, a more unified view.
Wow. It really makes you think, doesn't it? As AI gets tangled deeper into our finances,
Yeah.
how does that change how we think about money? About being responsible for it?
That's the big question, isn't it? Finding that balance between leveraging these powerful tools and maintaining our own understanding and control. It's a fundamental shift.
Definitely something to keep thinking about. Thanks. This has been a really insightful deep dive.
My pleasure. It's a fascinating topic.